The world we live in feels normal, ordinary. It feels like this is just how humans exist and always existed. But it's not. Never before have humans lived in a world so engineered for comfort. Food, shelter, and security are mostly taken for granted. But for more than 99.99% of human history, life was completely different. Our story begins 6 million years ago, when our lineage split from the apes. About 2.8 million years ago, the first humans emerged. We like to think we are the only humans. But that wasn't true. When Homo sapiens arrived, at least 6 other human species existed. Our cousins shared the planet with us. Living beside them must have felt like living with aliens. Some of them were incredibly successful. Homo erectus survived for nearly 2 million years. The last of the other humans disappeared around 10,000 years ago. Only we remain. Early humans used tools for nearly 2 million years. Then they learned to control fire. Fire changed everything. It made food safer and more nutritious. It scared away predators and extended the day with light. By 300,000 years ago, humans lived in small hunter-gatherer groups. They had tools, culture, and plans for the future. They buried their dead and cared for one another. And most importantly, they spoke to each other, probably through a simpler proto-language. How far back could we travel and still find a truly modern human? Scientists debate the answer. Perhaps around 70,000 years ago. Before that, important mental abilities may have been missing. Then something extraordinary happened. Around 50,000 years ago, innovation exploded. Tools became more sophisticated. Culture became more complex. Language became more powerful. Humans could now cooperate on an unprecedented scale. This became humanity's greatest superpower. Not strength, not speed, not powerful senses, but cooperation. Our brains unlocked a new ability. We could rapidly expand knowledge. We could preserve knowledge. And we could build on what came before. Yet for thousands of years, life remained largely unchanged. Humans were masters of survival. They knew their environment in incredible detail. They memorized vast amounts of information. They crafted complex tools, skills that took years to master. Their daily lives made them incredibly strong. They lived rich social lives within their tribes. As individuals, our ancestors may have been more capable than us. But then everything changed. Around 12,000 years ago, humans discovered agriculture. The agricultural revolution began. For the first time, food became predictable. People no longer needed to master every survival skill. Some focused on improving tools. Others improved crops and livestock. And some became inventors. Civilization was born. Humans could now store food. Stored food needed protection. Communities became larger and more organized. Villages became towns. Towns became cities. Cities became kingdoms. And kingdoms became empires. Connections between humans exploded. Knowledge spread faster than ever before. Progress began to accelerate. Then about 500 years ago, a revolution of knowledge began. The scientific revolution changed how humans understood reality. Questions replaced assumptions. Mathematics, physics, astronomy, biology, and chemistry transformed the world. Soon after came the Industrial Revolution. Machines multiplied human power. Production increased beyond anything seen before. Human society transformed again. As efficiency grew, more people could focus on innovation. Then came one of humanity's most important inventions, the computer, and eventually the internet. Knowledge became available instantly. The pace of change became difficult to comprehend. About 125,000 generations have passed since the first humans. Civilization occupies only a tiny fraction of that story. The internet became common only one generation ago. Today we live in the most prosperous age humanity has ever known. We have transformed our planet. We light up the night with artificial stars. We placed humans on the moon. We sent robots to other worlds. We looked deep into the universe. And yet, we are still fundamentally the same humans. Your modern lifestyle represents less than 0.001% of human history. No one knows what the future holds. We are building a skyscraper without knowing if the foundation is solid. So the next time you miss your train, or your burger isn't hot enough, or someone cuts in line, remember how extraordinary this human world really is. Maybe those little frustrations aren't worth worrying about. Our journey has been remarkable, and the story is far from over.